Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Welcome in. Oh, I just talked to Gary. That'll be coming your way on Monday. Happy Friday. I hope all of you are having a wonderful 22nd day of March. I know that I'm just ready for the week to be over, to be honest. It's been a long week. I don't know how you guys have felt. I don't remember this week ever starting. I feel like it's been like Groundhog Week, where it's just been one continuous green mile of one, where you just keep moving down the line and you forget what day it is. Man, I'm ready for the weekend. We got a lot of stuff happening this weekend, and I'm going to be over at the Always Late TV Movie Awards show. I got a soccer game on Saturday with the Alton Irish team that's just doing some great stuff, and then tryouts continuing at Alton Middle School and all that fun in between, and then being here. I'm loving it all. At 9:03, here's what's happening on the show today. We're going to be talking to Rusty Wheat, Chain Gang, and here in about 18 minutes or so, but who's counting? Then coming down the pipeline at 10 o'clock, we're going to be talking to Tiffany James and Derek Richardson. We're going to be hearing all about the Easter ham giveaway that's coming down the pipeline, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday on the 30th. That way we can get some time and get all the word out, and anyone that needs that little bit of help this Easter, really cool that this is happening. So that way everyone that would like to have an Easter meal could have that Easter meal. And then at 10:35, we're going to be talking to Nicholas Ringhausen for the Bunny Brew Hop for the Jersey County Fair fundraiser. The fair already set for the Thursday the week that follows 4th of July, and he'll be on today to fill us in on Bunny Brew Hop, all the fun that comes with it. This is a really cool event that happens on April the 6th, I believe, and wanted to make sure that we get all of us over there and having some fun in April. But at 9:04, here's what's happening around the Riverbend. Make sure you sign up for your daily email update. You'll never miss out. You can join myself. 70,000 people that are in the know each and every day of the work week and on Saturdays with Around the Riverbend. We'll take you to Jerseyville first. Several individuals have been charged with drug-related offenses in Jersey County, including multiple people from Alton charged with unlawful delivery of cocaine and many more criminal cases that were filed this week. Dalton Brown reports the latest. Dorothy L. Bennett, 47 years of age, of Jerseyville, charged with unlawful possession of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. According to court documents, Bennett allegedly possessed less than 5 grams of methamphetamine and a glass pipe on March the 7th. Bennett faces a Class 3 felony for the meth possession charge and a Class A misdemeanor for the drug paraphernalia charge. Court documents indicate she was released and issued a summons to appear in court. Kurt E. Brown, 38, of Florissant, charged with unlawful possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver. On January the 26th, Brown allegedly had about 4.5 grams of cocaine and a black digit scale with white powdery residue on it, according to court documents. Brown charged with a modified Class 1 felony before being released and issued a summons to appear in court. Zachary Deverger, 36, of Jerseyville, charged with unlawful possession with intent to deliver methamphetamine. On March the 7th, Deverger allegedly had 5 to 15 grams of methamphetamine in his possession with intent to deliver. He faces a Class 1 felony, and court documents indicate he was granted pretrial release with his initial court appearance set for the 2nd of April. Kimberly McAdams, 51, of Alton, charged with unlawful delivery of a controlled substance. McAdams reportedly delivered over 15 but less than 100 grams of cocaine to an individual on the 25th of January. She was charged with a Class X felony and released with a summons to appear in court on April the 2nd. Indea K. Piggy, 27, of Alton, was charged with unlawful conspiracy to commit unlawful delivery of a controlled substance. According to court documents, on January the 26th, the suspect, Piggy, traveled to Jerseyville after having been contacted by an individual with intent to deliver approximately 4.5 grams of cocaine, a controlled substance, also possessing a black digit scale with white powdery residue on it. A Class 1 felony charge was filed against Piggy before she was released with a summons to appear in court on April the 10th for her initial appearance and preliminary hearing. Claude Rogers, 64, of Alton, was charged with unlawful delivery of a controlled substance after allegedly delivering approximately 3.9 grams of cocaine to an individual on January 25th. Rogers faces a Class 3 felony and has since been released until his initial appearance in court on April the 2nd. Clarence F. Smith, finally of Jerseyville, 65 years of age, was charged with unlawful possession of methamphetamine and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. Smith allegedly had less than 5 grams of methamphetamine and a glass pipe in his possession on March the 7th. Smith issued a Class 3 felony for the meth possession charge and a Class A misdemeanor for the drug paraphernalia charge. Court records indicate he was released with his initial appearance in court set for March the 26th. Dalton Brown reporting out of Brighton that a man from Brighton faces 4 felony charges for child pornography after collecting and disseminating multiple files through online platforms and social media. Investigators have uncovered an ongoing pattern of criminal activity and over 100 images or videos of children and child pornography on just one of his devices. Christopher A. Sykes, 30, of Brighton, charged with 4 counts of child pornography, each Class X felony. Sykes was allegedly disseminating videos depicting children under the age of 13 engaging in sexual contact and conduct with other people. These offenses reportedly committed on the 4th of August and 5th of August, according to court documents. According to a petition to deny his pretrial release, Sykes has, quote, engaged in an ongoing pattern of criminal activity where he is collecting and disseminating files of child pornography to other users via electronic platforms and social media. While he's currently charged with dissemination via Twitter or X, the investigation revealed additional platforms he has used to collect data and distribute the material, including Telegram. The defendant acknowledges in his statement to the investigator that when an account would get shut down, he would simply open a new one and keep doing the criminal behavior, the petition states. This activity was done within his home over a period of time. When the search warrant was executed on the 14th of March, the defendant had a powered-on phone with accessible CSAM material saved on it in his room, which he acknowledged as his, and provided the passcode for it to unlock. Investigators and digital forensic examiner have so far observed over 100 videos or image files of CSAM on the first device, either in the photo gallery or exchanged in chat messages. Sykes reportedly resides in a home where an 8-year-old child also resides, and court documents state that several young children, including both family members and neighborhood children, also regularly visit the residence. These children are cared for by the defendant and others on a regular basis and has ongoing access to these children who are similar age ranges to the children being victimized on the videos he's being charged with disseminating. The petition continued. The petition argues that Sykes would pose a threat to the safety of these children if he were granted a pretrial release given the charges against him and other crimes he has admitted to. The defendant acknowledges both in online Telegram chats and to the investigator in his interview that he's sexually attracted to young minor female neighbors in the community. He admitted to this and also admitted to stealing underwear belonging to a juvenile. That's the end of the statement. Court records indicate that Sykes is currently being held in custody pending a hearing on the state's motion to keep him detained, which is set for April the 3rd. And that was read in its entirety from the report. Also in the news today out of Jerseyville, CASA of Jersey and Greene counties will host their second annual walkathon to raise money for kids going through the court system. CASA, or Court-Appointed Special Advocates, is a national program that matches a child to an advocate who will speak on their behalf in court. The CASA advocate spends time with the child and makes recommendations to the child's best interest. The CASA of Jersey and Greene counties currently has over 90 children in their care. They solely run on donation and grants, said Director Stacy Burney, and a walkathon will help them do more within the community. The judge assigns a CASA advocate to the case, and we start visiting the child. We spend a lot of time with them. We play with them. We talk to them. We read to them. We do everything we can to get to know that child and have a little bit of trust between the two of us, said Burney. She continued, and then we speak for that child in court through a court report. Basically, we tell the court what brought these kids into our care and how the kids feel and what their wishes are. And then we make educated recommendations for the best interest of that child. Burney noted that the court system can, quote, baffle and intimidate, end quote, adults, so CASA program makes it easier for children who are navigating the system. She also said that kids might see different caseworkers and lose access to their homes and families. Their CASA advocate is the same person through the duration of the case. Advocates will also visit with kids after the case is closed. The CASA Walkathon is scheduled for 10 a.m. on the 27th of April. It's a Saturday starting at the Jersey County Courthouse. Participants pay $25 and receive a T-shirt and walk 1, 2, or even 3 miles. There will also be a short presentation by Judge Eric Pistorius. Proceeds from the walkathon event will go towards the CASA program. Burney explained that the money allows them to do more in the community and provide additional resources for the children they work with. She is currently looking to find and train more advocates. The CASA program will often put out a call to communities for suitcases and supplies. Burney has been pleased to find that many people in Jersey and Greene County respond to these calls, but she noted without the awareness, the CASA program, it can't receive the help it needs to be successful. She hopes the walkathon will raise money and awareness about the CASA program and what they do in the community. For more details about the CASA walkathon, including how to register, you can click on a hyperlink on the RiverBender.com article or visit JerseyGreenCountyCASA.com for more information today. If you or someone you know is facing issues related to child abuse, domestic violence, or needs assistance navigating the court system, help is available. The National Child Abuse Hotline can be reached at 1-800-4-A-CHILD. That's 1-800-422-4453 for confidential support and resources. Additionally, the National Domestic Hotline provides assistance at 1-800-799-7233. Both services offer help 24/7. And for more information about resources and support, you can visit the CASA National website at nationalcasagal.org. That's nationalcasagal.org. Also in the news today, out of Godfrey, Arrow Custom Signs, Lighting, and Outdoor Advertisement, Inc. owner Lance DeMond started into the sign business when he was a little kid, and over 40 years later, his work is still visible all over the Riverbend region. The business featured in the North Alton Godfrey Business Council Spotlight Series, Arrow Custom Signs, Lighting, and Outdoor Advertisement, has a wide variety of products that they offer to local businesses as well as 85 billboard locations in the area. DeMond explained the business has grown alongside the Riverbend and organizations like the North Alton Godfrey Business Council. DeMond's father owned a sign company when he was a child, and he spent many years working alongside his parents before he became a sketch artist. He remembers drawing and painting signs by hand before computerized designs became standard. When he opened Arrow, he decided to focus on outdoor advertising. The company quickly expanded to include lighting and signs. He recounted quite a few big jobs that Arrow completed throughout the years. The company has evolved alongside the industry, and digital signs become more popular. DeMond always enjoyed growing his company over the past several decades, and he looks forward to more growth in the future. He noted that the NAGBC, the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, is, quote, very strong, end quote, and helps business owners connect. Like the council, the sign business requires a lot of hard work. DeMond said it's worth it to enjoy success. Here's his statement. Obviously, you get out of it what you put into it. You really need to stay out in front of people. Things change all the time. You have to have your concepts and be able to change with the times. You have to stay aggressive. You have to put your nose to the grindstone, and that's more important than anything. My apologies. Being consistent and staying with it and not giving up. For more information about the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, you can visit nagbc.com, and to learn more about Aero Signs, lighting, and outdoor advertisement, you can check out aerosigns.com. One final bit of news for you today. Out of Godfrey First United Methodist Church is getting ready to host their 50th annual, Women's Rummage Sale during the second weekend of April of 2024 at the church, which is located at 1100 Airport Road in Godfrey. Committee Chair Carolyn West appeared on a recent episode of our daily show to share more important details about the long-running rummage sale. She said during the week leading up to the event, the whole church turned into a department store. A pre-sale will be held on Friday, April the 12th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., allowing early access to the rummage sale goods for a $2 donation fee. The main sale takes place the next day on Saturday, April the 13th from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m., and there is no charge for the entry. Finally, a $1 bag sale follows shortly after the main sale on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. Throughout the weekend, baskets will be provided to carry items in. And West said there will also be a holding area for any items you'd rather set down before you continued shopping. During the $1 bag sale, visitors can buy as many items as they can fit in a provided bag, all for $1. West said there's some flexibility for larger items like blankets and comforter sets, which may not fit in the bag. For those looking to sell their large items, West said anyone with a truck or other form of transport for that large item can contact the church at 618-466-3624, and they will send people out to pick up the item. This year's Women's Rummage Sale will also feature several food items, including hot dogs, brats, chili, pulled pork, chips, and soda, and proceeds from the event benefit several local missions, including the Community Hope Center, Oasis Women's Center, Crisis Food Center, Options Now, Thrive, Leslie B. Davis, NBRHG House, and the Dream Home Charities Organization. West also shared the story behind how she and a small but dedicated team came to run the rummage sale and how the event has grown over the years. 25 years ago, I stepped out of the workforce and stepped into the ladies group at our church, and there we were going to give up on the rummage sale because they just didn't think they were making enough for it. West said, me who says I've done yard sales before, I can do this. Boy, was I wrong. It's a lot more work. While she wasn't sure she was going to survive the first year hosting the rummage sale, the second year she got some help from two twins in her church named Sherilyn and Marilyn. West described the two as wonderful women and angels who floated down. The trio ran the rummage sale for 15 years before losing Sherilyn 2 years ago, West said. As the rummage sale continues to grow, so did the team behind it, eventually leading to the creation of a committee to manage the event. West chaired that committee, but announced that it will be her last event hosting the rummage sale as the committee chair, as she looks to pass the torch on to two other women who have worked in the sale for a long time. For more information about the 50th annual Women's Rummage Sale, you can visit the full interview on RiverBender.com/daily show. Oh, let's take a look at your weather forecast today. 43 degrees. It feels like 50 today. Sunshine mixing with clouds and warmer, becoming breezy this afternoon with a shower in the area late in the afternoon. Tonight, a shower early on this evening. Otherwise, partly cloudy and breezy. Temperatures will reach 67 degrees today and drop down to 32 overnight on Saturday, a high of 50, a low of 35. And on Sunday, a high of 55, a low of 50. No rain in the forecast this weekend. On Monday, a high of 59, a 97% chance of rain, and a low of 41. And on Tuesday, a high of 50, and a low of 30 degrees. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. And while I have you, St. Louis, the best sports town in America? Find out why on April the 3rd at 6:30 p.m. You can revisit St. Louis sports memories with award-winning author and sports historian Ed Wheatley at the Alton Square Mall location for Hainer Library. Now, this is an event you have to register for. You call 1-800-613-3163 to register for this. Ed's been on the show. He's a wonderful man that has a wealth of knowledge, and this is going to be an incredible conversation. This was rescheduled due to that nasty weather we're experiencing, and I'm actually very glad about that because now I might have some time to go sneak on over and see Ed present about his book, St. Louis, the best sports town in America, at the Hainer Library location at Alton Square Mall. You can register today by calling 1-800-613-3163. And while I have you, also free eclipse glasses. Alton will experience a near total eclipse of the sun on Monday, the 8th of April. You can stop into any Hainer location and pick up a pair of eclipse glasses while supplies last. This will be the last time the path of totality is visible anywhere in the United States until 2044. So get them now because, well, you'll have 20 more years to wait. You can find out more information about Hainer Library's upcoming events at hainerlibrary.org/events. And, let's go take a look at Skycam before I send you to break. Downtown Alton all looking good today and just a peaceful river.
Childhood dream I grew up on. Roll on, Mississippi, carry me home. Now I can see I've been away.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
A little bit of Hank Williams Jr. today, Rusty. 926, welcome back to our daily show. I love whenever, no one ever hear us until I start talking. And it's just the best thing because they always guess. They always go, man, what are you guys talking about in there? Solving all the world's problems.
Maybe they not need to know that.
We're just talking trash, And I love this shirt. I got to hold this up.
Yeah.
I got my very own shirt, my very own Talking Trash shirt. Talking Trash over here. Chain gang member.
Yes, you are now officially a chain gang apprentice.
There we go. I'm ready for my Earth Day cleanup.
Yeah. Hey, that's coming up April the 20th. Actually, Earth Day is April 22nd. That falls on a Monday, so we're doing our Earth Day cleanup on a Saturday.
Okay.
This year, and I'll talk more about it next month. But it's starting to become bigger and bigger. I've talked to the people from the Pride organization. They have their own cleanup coming up, and I'm going to participate in that.
Pride Inc.'s wonderful, by the way.
And I also talked to the Riverbend Growth Association, and they wanted to become involved in it too. So more and more people. I mean, it's a good thing. I'm looking at now possibly different satellite locations. Instead of just one location. So we just, like we were just talking, there's plenty of trash out there. So,
right.
But it is getting better. The trash situation, in my mind, is getting much better.
I think so too. And I think it was great that it became such not really a hot, it kind of became a hot button issue at a point in time during the primary. And I think it really helped kind of spearhead some change. And it's really because of the bobbing and weaving you've been doing, Rusty.
Well, you'd have to ask Kurt Prinzler about that. 'Cause that was a hot topic for him, and he lost the election, unfortunately, for that. I know Chris has got a different opinion on how he wants to work it, and it'll be interesting. But yes, trash is been a hot topic. A lot of board members have been reached out to me lately, and
I wanted to ask you about that because you spoke at the county board a couple of days ago regarding some bid questions, correct, about how this bid was done. Can you speak a little bit more on that?
Well, 255 had to be cleaned up, and like I mentioned before, Kurt Fletcher appropriated and the board appropriated money to get it cleaned up. So they had to take some bids on getting companies to come out and do that, temp agencies to come out and clean the trash. Two of the outfits that bid were from Missouri, and one outfit that bid was Sparks here locally. And I migrated to that. I thought it would be just a no-brainer that would happen. We could get, if the bids were close, that we could give it to the Madison County bidder. But I understand they put things up for bid, and then if it's just a few pennies cheaper, that's what they go with, But so I started, and unfortunately, Denise did not win that bid. There was like a $200 difference on a per day rate as going out to farming this out, and you were talking about a $100,000 contract. So farming our tax dollars out to an outfit out of St. Louis when it could have stayed here in Madison County, that just sparked my interest. So I started looking into the Illinois Procurement Code. And it does have provisions allowed that will give residents a leg up over non-residents. And so that's what I'm pushing for now. I talked to the state's attorney about it, and he said it has to come from a board member. So I've talked to my board member, which is Terry Akers, and asked him to pursue this, that we could get it written up some way, shape, or form that if we have we're not talking about high tech here. We're talking about labor.
Right. That's all it is.
To pick up trash.
Right.
So if we have a situation like that again, maybe next time Denise can get a leg up on outfits out of St. Louis or whatever. And I'm not saying that you just give it to Denise because she's in Madison County. If we had more bidders in Madison County, I'd encourage everyone. But that's the focus. And what I was so disappointed is that why am I coming up with this? Where's our board members? Why didn't they think about this? When this is coming up, why didn't they they're elected to help the people of Madison County. Now, why aren't they looking out for Madison County? Did they just forget about the $100,000 going to St. Louis? Or do they just think that nothing can be done about it? It drives me crazy, the politics, and I don't mean to be on a rant today.
You're right.
But it drives me crazy. It seems like it takes so long to get anything done. And I know there's procedures and everything they got to do, but I'll be talking to someone about this, and they're going, I'll meet with Joe Blow next month, and we'll discuss this. And it just drives me crazy because I like to get on it and get on it now.
Well, and you would think that's what they'd want to do. They only, and I hate to say this, the way that it's gone the last couple of years, and I've followed everything pretty darn closely, is the fact that, you don't, it seems like we don't want to do anything at that level until someone comes and says something to us. And it's like, all right, now we'll go and meet. That's just insane.
And whatever it takes, but the end result is I want my tax dollars to stay in Madison County.
Right.
Now, Sparks' firm would probably hire people locally, as she does now. She has people that live in Madison County. They're going to take their paycheck and go to a restaurant in Madison County.
Right.
Now, this is not happening in St. Louis. Those guys are coming over here. They get their paycheck. I'm sure they're over in wherever they live in Missouri, on the Missouri side, and they're spending their money there. So it was just a no-brainer to me, and I appreciate Terry Akers and Assistant State's Attorney David Livingstone to work with that. And Chris DeCliff, he's also open to this too. He can only do what the ordinance say. And I thought it was very simple. I thought, if this is the Illinois ordinance, why aren't they following it? And then I started looking into it more, and each county has their own procurement code. Mm-hmm. So they don't have to follow the Illinois procurement code. They make their own. So I checked into that a little more, and there is no provisions in Madison County for, say, minority, a portion of contracts going to minorities or something of this nature. Mm-hmm. So it's something we're going to take a look at. At least I'm hoping they'll take a look at. I can't do it myself. As a board member, they can.
Right. Well, and let's hope they do, because that's a bigger issue than what it is. I mean, we had an option to keep our tax dollars here, and what do? We shipped them across to a different zip code, and that's the bottom line to it. It has nothing to do with who bid in Madison County.
No, nothing personal with Denise Sparks or any. Like I said, if it would have been any firm in Madison County, I would have been in their favor that they got that bid over someone in that. Keep our tax dollars here. I hope the board members hear that. I hope they understand what we're talking about.
Well, and I hope they do too, because I think 90% of the county would say that as well. I think there might be a few outliers that go, oh, no, go with the better one, even if it's too. But I think a good majority would say keep it here.
Every board member that I've spoken to about this is in agreement.
Are they really?
Mean, when I first talked to Chris Slusher about this, I know his time was somewhat limited, but he thought that was that's something we can get done.
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic that we can do that.
Well, and on top of it, everything else too. How is just the issues in Madison County government going for you now with this trash thing? Is it making it a lot easier to communicate? And
it's been interesting since I was last spoke on here. Chief Connors appropriated some overtime for Madison County Police to start sitting around and going after some trash trucks. Roxana beefed it up a little bit. I don't know all the results, but I do know that Madison County wrote 2 citations last month. And previously, they haven't wrote 2 citations in the past 2 years.
Right.
Yeah, so it's been significant. And I've noticed that I always look for trucks that have trash hanging out of them as they go down the road. And I always consider that out of compliance. And I have not seen a single truck out of compliance. And I'm not saying that I don't see all the trucks.
Right.
But I've witnessed over 100 trucks, and I haven't seen any of them out of compliance that I can think of in the past 2 weeks. Maybe the past 3 weeks. Since Madison County appropriated overtime, they started making their presence known. Now I see the police out there all the time now. And it's a good thing. And another thing is that the Republic landfill has made a decision to start enforcing the netting on those trucks. Remember, we spoke before about the nets. The nets on these trucks often have holes in them, and these brokers, they're just brokering out the truck, and so they get what they get. It's like a rental vehicle. And anyway, these nets have got holes in them. So now, now as they're coming out, the Republic landfill is insisting that they change the nets. And so by doing that, you're not seeing as much trash. I have not picked up trash. Yesterday was the first day in 3 weeks that I picked up trash. Now, I picked up 192 bags of trash this year. This has been 12 months now. Mm-hmm. Off my 1.7 mile stretch, I picked up 192 bags of trash. And yesterday was the first time in 3 weeks that I've picked up any. So that's pretty significant to me.
That is pretty significant.
I'm looking at 4 to 9 bags every week for a year. And now all of a sudden, no bags for 2 weeks. Yesterday I went out and I think I picked up 6 or 7, but I could tell from the type of trash that I pick up where it's coming from. A lot of bottles, beer cans, whiskey bottles, McDonald's wrappers, things of that nature. That's hand thrown out. People
Yeah,
are throwing
that's
out.
someone drinking and driving and throwing out the window.
The big pieces of plastic, the dog food bags, the things that's fallen out of trash trucks, I just simply have not had a lot of that yesterday. So I'm pretty optimistic. I think that they're trying to make an effort to fix this.
Absolutely. And then I wanted to ask you something, too, and this may be just a personal question for me. In my area where I live out here in Alton, it's getting worse and worse. And it's not, the trash truck problem, because like you said, you can tell where it's coming from.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people that are getting drunk and throwing glass bottles on the ground. I can't even walk my dog on the street right now. What do you suggest? When's the most appropriate time to try to get out there? Because I got to do something. I mean, I can't have this stuff just on the grass and cutting people's feet up and cutting dogs' feet.
I would have to say, talk to your neighbors and maybe put together some type of neighborhood association cleanup crew or something. There's an individual in Collinsville that takes it upon himself that he had the Collinsville Community Cleanup. And he funds everything himself, and he goes out and cleans up stretches of road every Saturday. And I think the more people that get to know him, the more people that he would get to help. He doesn't really care because him and his wife are going to do it anyway. But getting back to what you said, the more people that a lot of people want to become involved. They just don't know what to do.
Right.
There's a young lady that sent me the information about her cleanup on March the 24th in Bethalto.
Yeah.
And I know that she sent you a flyer, and you'll be talking about that. More, but it's little things like that. And for instance, the Pride Corporation in here, they're doing, I think they're doing a cleanup. I'm not for certain what their time frame, but I've seen more and more of that. People are starting to get more aggressive to this and put together groups and go out and do some cleanup. So that's what I would recommend. Talk to people. And don't let it go.
We'll get it done.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to me. It's like, I just never found it, even for me, it just feels gross to drop something on the ground if you're doing it. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, we used to get on people when they flip a cigarette, but now it seems like crazy since we've had these anti-litter signs put up. We'll get people to drive by and they'll throw their McDonald's wrappers out right at the base of that. And I think they're just doing it for, just for their own amusement. Whatever, but yeah, it takes. But I noticed I picked up about 7 bags yesterday. Probably about 5 of those bags were just hand thrown items out, just trash from McDonald's wrappers and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm optimistic. I think that things are changing. I'm hopeful that we'll have a different approach after this, since this election's over, have a different approach going after those trucks.
Now, I got a question for you. Because you're following this too. Do you think that there's going to be anybody slated to run against the 2 big seats, the circuit clerk or?
I don't know.
I'm kind of, I was
thinking about stepping into the arena. You know what I mean? I'm getting a little notoriety since I'm here on the Daily Show, and I'm thinking if I can get a little political support, I may push Chris on some of these issues. I've been a Republican all my life, but you never know.
There you go. Hey, thank you for bringing this up. I did want to give some love out here, even though I want to talk briefly about your Earth Day cleanup coming up. Bethalto is having a community cleanup. Rusty, thank you for bringing that up. Sunday, March 24th, 1 p.m., meet at the Dollar General lot in Bethalto. Dollar General Field area, 2nd Street from Junior High area. Sportsman's Park by the baseball fields, and Roosevelt, Villa Rose to Meadowbrook School. You wear bright clothes, safety vest, and gloves. Children will need adequate supervision. Children then will receive a community service card. That's really cool. And just remember that Madison County, as always, as Rusty said on this show, has free cleanup kits if you call 618-296-5237. That's the Bethalto Community Cleanup this Sunday, March the 24th at 1 p.m. We'll come back with more of the Chain Gang right after this on RiverBender.com.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey, Sherry. Talk to me, Dream Team. We've got showing.
Whether Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, gear up with Falcommit and elevate your hunting experience. From rugged gear for the seasoned hunter to adorable outfits for the little ones, we've got your whole family covered. Literally, because the best moments are made in the great outdoors. And with Falcommit, you're not just wearing gear, you're wearing the stories of your adventures. Discover the joy of hunting together. Visit Falcommit.com and outfit your family for the next generations of memories.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Waiting in the sky, he'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children.
9:42. Welcome back. We don't have. I guess, Rusty, you are a star man now, you know? I mean, everyone's looking at you. And you know what's funny? People talk about interviews every once in a while when I'm out in public, and they go, man, I just saw you talking to, the other one was Dr. Kathy Wallner. I saw you talking to such and such. More times than not, it's seeing our conversations. I don't know why. It's just amazing. You know, people really do connect to this.
I want to tell you that I have a friend of mine that I've never met her personally, but she lives in France. We've been corresponding pen pals for over about almost 30 years now.
Wow.
And she has watched your podcast with me, and she says I have the charm of a tough guy. I think that's funny. I'm not for certain what that means, but I'll take it as a compliment.
Well, getting back, I wanted to keep you a couple more minutes because we are going to have you on again. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about Earth Day cleanup just because it's, we have a couple of minutes and we have about a month till about 28 days until we're there. What's all going to be a part of this? How many folks are you looking to be a part of your cleanup? What's the goal?
Well, I'm uncertain on the total number. Last year, I didn't reach out to any private businesses. I just did a community type of thing, and I approached City of Wood River, and City of Wood River did not participate.
Right.
City of Roxana did participate, and many of the county members did. So I'm expecting a lot of the same this year. I'm assuming that Wood River is going to be doing their own thing. Roxana is already committed to having their trash trucks out there.
Nice.
So they're going to dispose of that. Marty Reynolds is pretty gracious when it comes to that. He likes to, he takes that personal. The trash out there. So I'm expecting big numbers. Last year we had about 40. This year I'm pushing for 50 or more. Like I said, I just spoke with a gentleman from regional or from the Riverbend Growth Association. I apologize, I can't remember his name, but he was a person I was speaking to, and he was encouraged some of his businesses and stuff because it's an excellent networking opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
When you're out there, say you're out there with somebody, a business owner, you're out there picking up trash and just chit-chatting for a couple hours.
We'll have to get you over with the North Alton Godfrey Business Council for.
I looked at. I've got the list. Got the list that Pride has from their participants, and I started going through it. But I didn't want to lean on all these Alton businesses because there's so much work to be done up here in Alton, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I support them. I will be working with Pride.
That's cool, man.
On their cleanups, and I think we could all. There's room for all of us out here.
And that's what I think is great. And you said it earlier. But I mean, and I kind of thought it was funny, but you're right. I mean, there's enough trash for everybody in this community.
255 is looking pretty good, but there's a lot of areas that have just been let go. So I'm optimistic. I'm thinking that I think I have the only cleanup, and in my mind, it's the most important thing. But everybody's got cleanups going on every week, and so you just.
You're right.
Yeah, what's important to you, you push it, and you just try and participate and help out other people too. But as getting back to ours, I'm expecting. Last year we picked up right over 100 bags of trash. I'm expecting about 100, 150 bags this year. In a 3 hour time frame, that's pretty significant.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We will be picking up about 2 to 3 weeks before IDOT does the grass cutting. And that's so crucial because, unfortunately, they don't have time to get out there and pick up that stuff before they cut. And once they shred it, man, it looks crazy. Looks like a bomb went off.
It does. It looks terrible. And I've always said that. And not picking on them, it's just because you said it. There's not enough resource. But, man, it looks like a disaster every time it's cut.
Yeah, I'm hoping that things will change. They have Madison County's brought back the Adopt a Highway program. I don't know how that's going. You'd have to check with Adam Walden on that. But there's a lot of positives out there. I'm so optimistic about the trash, and as I spoke with the board members, I can't speak for all the trash that's down on the southern end of 255 or 70 or in that area, but I can speak for the amount of trash that comes off of 255 going to 143. That's going to the landfill, and going to the landfill, those trucks, there's been a significant difference. They're netted up and they're not leaking trash. And we'll go one step further. It's oftentimes when the trucks leave the landfill, they don't have the nets on them, and they still have a bag or two in the back that are. When I say bag, I mean empty bag or a piece of plastic adhered to the side of the cab. Unless they get that cleaned off, typically what they would do, they just drive down the road and let the wind take care of it, and it would blow it out the back.
Right.
And I've noticed some of the trucks coming out of the landfill that even have nets on the back of them now when there is no trash in them. So that leads to tell me that they're being a lot more proactive, trying to.
And how does it? I mean, and that's what's got to be cool for you in this, And I don't know what just happened, but I just got a bunch of texts going off. Oh.
It's volunteers. I'm sure they're volunteers wanting to sign up.
But, whenever you're pushing all this stuff, you started with an island of your own. I mean, you were on your own doing this and raising hell and trying to get anyone to listen to you. And not in a bad way. I don't mean that detrimentally.
Yeah.
But, to be at this point to where things are really improving in a year, really, or maybe a little bit longer than a year, has got to be one of the coolest things.
Yeah, I'm very satisfied with it. And in fact, I get tickled all the time when people will just call me up and ask me for advice, or they'll call me and I'm thinking, why are they calling me? I'm not a trash guru. I'm just a guy that got, I just got mad as hell and decided I'm going to go out there and pick it up until someone notices what I'm doing. And that's what has happened now. People are noticing. They see me out there. I just I got some brand new barricades I just put together. I'm always looking for safety equipment and things of that nature, but my funds are somewhat limited. The wife doesn't want to let me spend any money on this. But I have to put together some barricades and some certain things that'll keep me safe. But I enjoy it. It's a hobby to me. Like I said, I'm on disability. I receive a payment from the government, so it's a way I can kind of give back.
Yeah.
And the plus side of it, I have so many people contact me that like say starting their own deal or just tell me good job, thanking me, and it's wonderful.
Real quick, Rusty, anyone that's been following the college student that disappeared in Nashville, they did find his body. This is breaking news about 15 minutes ago. The body was found in the Nashville River. It was the missing college student, Riley Strain. So they, at least there's some closure there. Sorry about that. That's just a national story. And
that's terrible.
So many people were weighing in. But getting back to this, Rusty, it really is cool. And what I think is amazing is you've really set the tone for how to be your own advocate, because and like you hit it perfectly earlier. You said, people just don't know where to start or, how to get involved. Well, sometimes you got to create the involvement. And that's what I think is really cool. And not patronizing you, but I think that's one of the coolest components about this is that you really did this on your own.
Yeah, sometimes it is funny because I think of some of the things that have been accomplished and I think, man, did I do that? Did I have it? Because it's just different. I don't view myself as one of those tactical type of people, but you just take a day-to-day approach to it, and eventually people start paying attention and things get done.
Right.
And I stay on them. I'm relentless. Like Chris Slusher said, I've never heard that term bombastic before, but he said, since then I've found that music, Mr. Bombastic.
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
included it in part of my workout routine. So thank you very much, Mr. Slusher, for that music.
There you go.
But I'm very proud I'm proud, but I can't get too full of myself because the people that live near the landfill, closer to the landfill, they're putting up with other issues. The smell is atrocious.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it's terrible down by the landfill. If you live close proximity to that on hot days, Now, obviously, it's a landfill. They got spoiled, food and stuff there. The amount of birds and the trash that they put up in the bird waste, the trucks clanging. You'll hear those truck doors at 4 in the morning, 3 or 4 in the morning. They'll be banging. You'll hear a bang, bang, and you wonder what that is. And it's the truck doors. They're dumped their load, and that truck door is shutting. So those poor people that live in that area. And it infuriates me when someone say, well, that's what they picked to live down there. That's their decision. I've been down there before the landfill. I remember when the landfill wasn't built. And they come and they talk to us all, and they said they're going to be good neighbors. So it's unfortunate that a lot of things that can't be handled are going on, such as what I just mentioned.
Yeah.
But the trash is something that we can all work together towards, and I think we're getting that accomplished.
100%. And before I let you go, did you see the St. Louis news? My buddy Ray Hartman challenging Ann Wagner. You see that?
No.
For Congress, Ray Hartman left Donnybrook and is taking Wagner on in the congressional district.
No. I be honest with you, I don't follow that
there
too much
you go.
over there.
I had to share that with you, being a little bit.
You're just putting
guy
a
that
plug
follows
in.
it. I just wanted to throw that out there for my old boy Ray Hartman.
Do I have any plugs I need to put in? I'm trying to think of any.
Oh man, Rusty, it's always good talking to you. 30 minutes flies by every time we chat, and I'm looking forward to having you on April 19th, I believe.
Yeah, I'll be back the day we doing our Earth Day cleanup. We're doing that April the 20th, so I'll be back. I think it's the day before that, just to put a bug in everybody's ear if they got nothing to do and they want to come out there and meet a few of your board members or a few of your business owners, maybe the mayor of Roxana or the police chief or whatever. I can't say it's been a total effort on everybody's part. And I'm extremely excited to be part of it.
Yeah, and for more information, can folks reach out to you ahead of time and say, hey, want to be involved?
Yeah, my phone number is 670-6804. Call me if you have any questions about participating, anything. Just give me a call if you're just interested.
Sounds great. Rusty, always good talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you again. Hey, I want to see you with that shirt on.
You will. I'm telling you what. I'm always talking. I will. I'll be a damn good apprentice. I can promise you.
Hey, Sydney's coming.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she's coming to our Earth Day cleanup. So maybe
I might have to get involved because I don't have a game that day.
We could bring the audio version out there. We could set up a studio on the side of the road.
There you go. Actually, that'd be fun. We'll have to think more about that. 9:52, Rusty. We'd always get talking to you. Chain Gang, you can reach out to be a part of this and really help combat the trash that's already starting to improve it for at least as of now, looking pretty good, and we're going to keep moving.
I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic that we're finally starting to make some headway. It's not the end. I mean, we've got to keep our feet on their throat, but,
we'll get it done.
Yeah.
9:52, we'll come back and we'll wrap up the 9 o'clock hour right after this on RiverBender.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
DJ Mike Keith.
This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
for the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
And I wonder why the little things you find they coming true.
This is breaking just a couple of minutes ago. We did mention it with Rusty Wheat on the show. I did want to fill you in a little bit more on this. So many of you have stayed up to date and followed this story out of Nashville, a tragic story about Riley Strain. The body found in a river in West Nashville has been confirmed to be that of missing University of Missouri student Riley Strain. The Metropolitan Nashville Police Department confirmed today. Sorry, I'm trying to read on the fly here. This is from CBS. The body of Riley Strain was recovered from the Cumberland River in West Nashville this morning, approximately 8 miles from downtown, the police said on social media. Strain, 22, disappeared while on a fraternity trip to Nashville and was last seen March the 8th, shortly after being kicked out of Luke's 32 Bridge, a bar owned by country singer Luke Bryan, in recent days. The search for Strain was focused on area waterways after his debit card was found along the Nashville River. Officials first focused on the Cumberland River's downtown section before expanding the search to include more of the river, including the Cheatham Dam, which is about 40 miles from downtown Nashville. The search has involved helicopters, boats, ground crews. Police shut down the dam to inspect debris as it floated to the surface. CBS affiliate WTVF reporting. But the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department has been working with the Cheatham County Sheriff's Office to conduct downtown river operations. The United Cajun Navy, a volunteer disaster relief organization, also participated in the search. It's not clear which agency found the body discovered on Friday. The Cumberland River is a major waterway that runs over 680 miles through Kentucky and Tennessee. Multiple dams dot the river. And once again, if you're just tuning in or hanging out today, the body found in a river in West Nashville has been confirmed to be that of missing University of Missouri student Riley Strain. The Metropolitan Nashville Police confirmed just a few moments ago. This is developing news, breaking news just about 16 minutes ago when the New York Post first reported. At 9:57, we'll take a quick break, and top of the hour news rolls around the corner right after this on RiverBender.com.
Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
DJ,
my Keith.
This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Welcome back. 22nd day of March, rolling around the corner. Top of the hour news here on RiverBender.com. And, just thank you all for another great week. We got through this. This was a really long week, and we are almost at the finish line. We're almost there. 2 more great conversations coming your way. We're going to be talking all about the Easter ham giveaway that's happening at Crisis Food Center in partnership with Midwest members, and I wanted to make sure that we really sing their praises, because it's really just great to see 2 great organizations making sure that everyone has that opportunity. But at 10:03, here's what's happening around the Riverbend briefly. We got some interviews to get to out of Edwardsville. Madison County awarding $1.36 million in funding for various park and recreational projects in communities throughout the county. The county board voted Wednesday night to authorize the $1.3 million in park enhancement program grant funding to municipalities, townships, and park districts. County board member and grants committee chair Denise Whitehart of Pontoon Beach said since the establishment of PEP, communities continue to benefit from the program. The PEP program is a success because of taxpayers, she said. In 2000, voters approved a sales tax under the Illinois Metro East Park and Recreation District Act that would go toward the improvement of parks and recreation facilities throughout the county. Madison County's Community Development Department administrators the PEP funding through Madison County Park and Recreation Grant Commissions. That's where they administer them from. In 2024, PEP grants range between $15,000 and $152,000 and include funds for projects such as ADA equipment, playground equipment, pickleball court and lights, fencing, landscaping, sporting equipment, solar lighting, picnic tables, tables and chairs, gazebos, mowers, and more. In the program's 24 years, municipalities and townships and park districts receive more than $27 million in funding. The grants are applied on an annual basis. For more, also in the news, out of Godfrey's First United Methodist Church is getting ready to host their 50th annual Women's Rummage Sale during the second weekend of April 2024 at the church located at 1100 Airport Road in Godfrey. Committee Chair Carolyn West appeared on a recent episode of this show to share more details about the long-running rummage sale. She said during the week leading up to the sale, the event, has the whole church turning into a department store. A pre-sale will be held on Friday, April the 12th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., allowing early access to the rummage sale goods for a $2 donation fee. The main sale will take place the next day on Saturday, April the 13th from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m., and there's no charge for the entry. Finally, a $1 bag sale follows shortly after the main sale on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. For those looking to sell any items or larger items, West said anyone without a truck or other form of transportation for the large item can call the church at 618-466-362, who will send people out to pick up your item. For more information about the 50th Annual Women's Rummage Sale, see the full interview on RiverBender.com /daily show. Out of Godfrey, travel agent J.R. Reinders, who works with travel leaders in Godfrey, has visited several locations in her lifetime, but there's something special about the Riverbend. Reinders is in the spotlight this week in the North Alton Godfrey Business Council Association. Reinders explained that travel leaders speak with dozens of clients every day who want to travel all over the world. The business helps connect clients with the hotels, activities, and airlines that will make their trips go smoothly so that travelers can relax and enjoy the trip. Reinders can even help clients decide where they want to go. She can work with clients over the phone or email, but she prefers inviting them into the Travel Leader storefront in Monticello Plaza in Godfrey, where she can show the pictures and information about different destinations. She also enjoys sitting down with her clients so she can find out more about them and what they'd like to do during their travels. By learning about the client's lifestyle, she can better make decisions about how to accommodate them. These details are major parts of her job, and she's always eager to work with clients to help them find the best trip. She said most people come to the agency with a few ideas about where they'd like to go and about what they'd like to see, but their conversations always help finalize the details. Reinders also noted that the North Alton Godfrey Business Council has helped travel leaders connect with other businesses. She is pleased by the experience she's had as a member of the council over the past 15 years. For more information about travel leaders, call 618-462-8900 or stop by their storefront in Monticello Plaza in Godfrey. To learn more about the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, visit nagbc.com and become a member today. Also in the news, out of Glen Carbon, Father McGivney Catholic High School students focus a considerable amount of time, on the importance of service to their community and beyond within their curriculum. Recently, the school held its annual All-School Service Day, which focused on their parishes and feeder schools. There is a photo on RiverBender.com that shows the wide variety of services and tasks that this day. It was awesome, she said of the program. We've seen a lot of growth in the past couple of years. During COVID, we had to stop these all-school service days with about 300 kids now. It's quite an undertaking, but it is so worth it, and our kids just love it. Bollinger said one of the missions is to talk to different people and believe it, and she believes it inspires others. She is a very successful band and choir director and also a theology instructor at Father McGivney, and really great to see the community service being done. Let's take a quick look at your weather today. 49 degrees. It feels like 57 today. Sunshine. I do speak for a living. Mixing with clouds and warmer, becoming breezy this afternoon with a shower in the area later on this afternoon potentially. Tonight, a shower in the area this evening early on. Otherwise, partly cloudy. breezy and chilly. Temperatures will reach 66 degrees today. How about that one for you? Drop down to 33 overnight. That's why I just feel bad all week. You know, it's just up and down, up and down. Anyway, temperatures drop to 32 degrees overnight as we head into Saturday. On Saturday, a high of 51. A low of 35 on Sunday, a high of 57, and a low of 50. On Monday, a high of 59, a low of 41, with a 98% chance that we're getting a downpour. And on Tuesday, a high of 51 degrees and a low of 30, with a 25% chance that we're going to be getting some rain. For time and temperature throughout the day, always give this phone number a ring, 618-465-4545, this time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. Before I take a quick break, I just want to give a major shout out to Centerstone. You know, they really have been a great partner, and there's been so much growth and so much knowledge that we've gained in these partnerships and in these conversations, and I truly hope that it's helping you or your loved one. Maybe not now, but in the future. You never know when things happen. You need to know that information quick. You're prepared. And if you're looking for a fresh start on the road to recovery, a life free from addictions is possible. And it starts at Centerstone. Centerstone is a national leader in mental health and substance use disorder treatment for people of all ages, with a commitment to delivering care that truly changes people's lives. Centerstone's dedicated clinicians use evidence-based practices in their treatment program. So this means the treatment plan developed for you will be based on the latest science. There's a lot of unknowns on the road to recovery, folks. But one thing you can know for sure is that Centerstone will be a constant guiding force for you on your recovery journey. Addiction can happen to anyone, but so can recovery. Start working towards your recovery today by visiting Centerstone online at recoverwithus.org. That's recoverwithus.org, or by calling 1-877-HOPE. 123. You can also join us on the first and last Wednesday of each month as we have these very important conversations with the leader, the national leader in mental health and substance use disorder treatment. Recoverwithus.org. Recoverwithus.org. Before we take a quick pause, let's take a look at downtown Alton real quick and see how our skyline's looking as the weather starts to warm up on this Friday. Oh, just beautiful. Look at that. Downtown Alton in all of its glory, and everything is just looking great in the heart of the 618. We will take a quick break, and we'll come back with more of our daily show right after this on RiverBender.com.
And try to see, falling behind what could be. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
That land of gentle breezes where the peaceful waters flow. Spread your tiny wings and fly away.
Welcome back to our daily show. Easter ham giveaway set in stone for March the 30th. We have Derek and Tiffany in studio. This is really cool. So Midwest Members Credit Union and Crisis Food Center come together now 5 years in a row to deliver this for the community.
5 years total, but yeah.
Oh, total.
Yeah, we skipped the COVID years.
Oh, yeah. I always get beat on the COVID years, Derek, you know?
So this is our 5th year partnering together. Yeah.
And take me through that partnership. Was this something that kind of goes hand in hand with the mission of Midwest Members, you know, with their community outreach, and then, of course, the mission of Crisis Food Center?
Well, I'll start, and then I'll let Tiffany pick up. So I was a former board member of Midwest Members Credit Union.
Okay.
And always been a board member of Crisis Food Center, and so we bridged that relationship. Midwest Members had a mission to get involved in the community, and so it was perfect that I was on that board, so we just matched those 2 organizations up, and we started that relationship in 2018.
Absolutely. Tiffany, what are your thoughts?
I think this is amazing. We serve 10 counties. And Derek has brought us into such a huge part of this community here. Just watching the people come through, picking up the food, you can see the thankfulness. And having, you know, our employees come in and help give out the food, like the enjoyment it brings them and encasing them within the community, it's so fulfilling.
Well, I can only imagine. And then on top of that, too, you know, for the public to see that a bank, you know, because, you know, everyone has a notion, whether it's preconceived or you name it, they always have a thought about, you know, banking institutions. And the fact that, you know, Midwest Members is willing to donate their own time, which is the most valuable thing you can donate, plus on top of it, that resources in terms of food. I mean, that's a win-win and a great picture to paint for the community. And they've embraced you, huh, Tiffany?
They have.
That's really cool. Derek, that's a good partnership right there.
Yeah. The credit union is a great organization. Yep.
And, you know, throughout the year, I noticed Midwest Members is always doing things to let the community know that you support. And that's something I wanted to highlight, too, because I see some of the press releases and some of the other opportunities that are out there and avenues to promote local, whether it's local people or just local in general. And that's why I think it's wonderful you all do this. Now, what time is this set for?
1 to 3.
Oh, nice. We get some time to sleep in them. I like this.
Yep. We'll do a Saturday, March 30th from 1 to 3. We'll do a drive-up only, where people will line up around the corner and pull up in front of the center, and all of us will be outside, and we'll give them one ham, and 1 bag of sides per car while supplies last.
That's really cool. And now I could only imagine just on how the other opportunities kind of similar to this go throughout the year. This is going to be a pretty well-attended event, I would say.
Yep, especially with Easter being the next day. You know, the goal is so everyone has something a celebratory meal for the holiday.
Well, and whenever you're meeting with these folks and you're distributing the food, does it surprise you that just the range of demographic and ages that come through the line? Because, I mean, that to me is whenever I go through it and kind of saw, my mind was kind of a little bit blown in the sense that there's a lot of folks that really do utilize and need that help. Tiffany, what are your thoughts?
I think it's amazing. You know, looking at what the employees have said, you know, oh, is it only, you know, low income or is it only older people? Looking at for the past couple years that I've been able to be involved, you get the whole spectrum out there, and to be able to give back to everyone. Right. And thankfully, you guys do give back to everyone.
Yeah.
It's such a great thing.
We don't have an income requirement as Crisis Food Center. Anyone that has a need, because everybody's going through a situation, so it doesn't matter your income or whatever economic status. the situation is. Everyone, all we need is someone, if you just have an ID and address, and Crisis Food Center service those.
That's amazing. That's actually really cool because I thought about that the other day because there's always people that we all face life and things happen to where maybe you're riding high and have that career job and then all of a sudden, the door came and the door closed and now we're trying to find work and manage a family of 4 and it's like we have a little bit of money but how can we get the most out of this? And to have organizations like Crisis Food Center where you can go and know, hey, if you're in a tough time, we got you covered for the time being, let's get you through this.
That's right.
That's a cool thing to have in our community, Derek. I mean, a really cool organization to have.
Yeah.
And I want to ask more about the partnership a little bit more. So this is 50-50 on both sides of it, right?
For the hams.
For the hams.
And Crisis Food Centers donates the bag of sides.
That's really cool. And that's why I like the partnership even more because it really is a partnership where it's not just, hey, we'll give you the location if you can come and provide us with all of this, food. It's a real partnership. And through 5 years, have we figured out the streamline of the conveyor belt of cars that goes by?
It's amazing. But let me say, the staff at Midwest Member Credit Union, they come out and they do a number of events in the community. But I like that a number of their employees should come out to because we have a good time. We're talking, we're before we're handing stuff out, we're putting it together in bags and bringing it outside, getting it set up, and who's going to do what. So we really have a good time.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you because, it really should be something that you enjoy doing because you're giving time, but you're also giving back to the community. You're in that holiday mindset of what Easter really is all about and those sacrifices and coming together and supporting when we need to. And man, I can only imagine. I was going to ask you that because that's a perfect segue. When you're doing this, how important is it for you all to communicate and just kind of have that conversation with the folks going through just to let them know, hey, we aren't just handing you this. It's not, you aren't an item, you're a person, and we want to talk to you a little bit and just say, hey, happy Easter. And, let's talk.
Well, be honest, we don't have a lot of time to have a conversation, but, the greeting is great. Hey, how you doing? Here you go. And they always say, thank you. We're so glad that you're doing this.
Yeah.
And we have a long line of cars, so we really don't get the opportunity to get personal with them, but we know they're appreciative.
Right. Yes. And that's what I meant. Even though it might be 5 seconds, that 5 seconds goes a long way, and people don't realize that. Just saying hello and giving that smile, happy Easter, thanks for stopping by, that really sets the tone for community relationships to build.
And I can't speak. I've done this for a while on different entities, which but I can't speak for the employees, but them, being that close to them at the car, talking to them, whether they see their face at the credit union or not, it's definitely a good vibe between the employees and the recipients.
Tiffany, is there like a game of who can pass out the most food between the members yet? Yeah, that would be fun. Who can hand out the most? That'd be a game.
Well, I think it's a competition every year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
Who's getting that car? No, that one's mine.
Yeah.
And that's what I like is the positive atmosphere, where it's just doing something good, feeling good about it. Because to me, this is a great way to really take some time and just say, hey, this day is about our community. This day is about making sure that every family has that opportunity to have that celebratory Easter meal. And you're 100% right, Derek. Everyone, that should be just a right, in my opinion, to be able to have that opportunity. And that's why I love it. So from 1 to 3 p.m., Crisis Food Center, that's 21 East 6th Street in Alton. Now, the contactless, does that work better for you guys just for timing? The contactless drive-through?
No, we kind of started that during COVID. We used to have them come inside. But, with COVID, we start this process, and this worked much more efficiently.
Yes. I bet.
Yeah. So we could just take care of everything inside. We take it on a cart and load it up outside, and everything is right there. And we still have some people inside preparing for the next round, but it's just more efficient and faster.
Right on. And now with sides, what type of sides normally? Is it a variety mix of different sides available?
It's just a variety mix. There'll be vegetables, there'll be a starch, some type of bread, and some type of dessert. you know, whatever crisis food center puts together.
That's super
Our
cool.
executive director, Nick, he puts those items out for us so that he really makes it easy. So when we get there, all we got to do is bag things up.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Is it seems like all the pieces are in place where everyone knows their role, and then that's what makes this such a successful event, because this could turn into chaos really quickly. You know,
I have to say, with this partnership, it's been a well-oiled machine.
Really
Everybody
cool.
comes in excited, and things are laid out and ready to go. And we work and talk and laugh and take pictures, and you know, before you know it, we're out of turkey. We're out of hams.
Does it ever last the full 2 hours?
No.
That's what I was wondering.
No, it doesn't. I can't remember exactly what happened last year. I think we gave them all out.
We gave them all out. Yeah.
Like, so everybody's there waiting on us when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're there for 2 hours, and they were probably gone. They were gone within that first hour for sure.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, they were gone within the first hour. And so it's first come, first serve while supplies last, you know. Unfortunately, we can't take care of everyone in the community, but we definitely do our part and give it back to the community. So no, we've left early before, and it's kind of bittersweet. You know, it's like, okay, we actually gave them out to people who need it, and the other part is, man, we don't have enough for everybody else.
That's what I was going to ask you, is really what that means when you see people in their cars literally waiting just to have that opportunity to get a meal. I mean, that to me it almost puts hairs on, you know, the arms stand up a little bit when you look at that and realize what that situation is. But again, on the flip side, Derek, it's a great thing that we have organizations that step up and play a part in really providing those opportunities to make sure we all have the same experience.
Yeah, and I know we're talking about the ham giveaway, but Midwest Credit Union does a lot of other things in the community.
That's right, yeah.
Just recently opened up a third branch in Granite City.
Oh, wow, nice. Really cool.
Definitely, their presence is definitely out there, and since even before I was on the board, they were always in the community doing different things. So Midwest Members Credit Union is definitely putting their stamp out there in the community.
You're 100% right, because, I mean, the more and more I look, there's a Midwest Members logo or something somewhere, and it's not saying, hey, look at us. It's saying, hey, look at who we're promoting today. And it's a member of the community. It's a student. It's somebody. And that, to me, if you look at an institution, that's who I want to work with and be a client for, is somebody that says, hey, we put our money where our mouth is because we support local. We want our students to be highlighted. We want to make sure that folks are recognized. And to me, that's what makes a winning institution, is that formula alone. Really cool. Now let's talk logistics for parking and all of that for folks that are interested. Where do we start the lineup at?
Okay, well, I'm going to read it from you.
Perfect.
Read it to you. We have a drive-through only ham giveaway with vehicles lining up on Market Street, just up the hill here, between East 4th and East 6th, heading north to make that right on East 6th and pull up in front of the location where we'll load the trunk or hand it to them or put it in the back seat of the car.
Really cool. I wanted to make sure, just in case someone's mad at me going, CJ, I was parked on 5th waiting to go and nobody was here. I was just gone, you know?
Yeah, people will be there prior to 1 o'clock. They always are. And so we'll have the cones set up, and 1 o'clock we'll remove the cones, and
it's live.
It's live.
It's live.
It's live.
Tiffany, do they mark their calendars yet over at Midwest Members for days like this?
You know, they have been bugging me for at least 2 months.
No way.
When's our first event? And this is always our first community event. I have not sent out the email yet. I was waiting till we came in and talked, and when I get back, I'm going to send out the email, and it's going to be utter chaos because they love this. Like, we are out there, we are in the community, we are face to face with all these people, like giving them something that they actually need.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely...
With no questions asked.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
the most important thing about this. You aren't being judged. It's just, here's what you need, you got it, and you can go. You are right on with that. And what I didn't realize is, do some of the individuals that are working that Saturday shift go and volunteer their time still afterwards, I'm sure? at the bank? That's what I thought because you're still working Saturdays.
That's why we have it at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
It makes sense now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. For the 12 o'clock, for the people who get off at...
They get off at 12, so then they
can
have
come
time
over.
to get there.
Yeah, we're not trying to exclude anybody from the credit union who wants to be there because we like that everybody comes. So, we don't want it to be, well, I have to work. No, we're going to set it up so that you can get off work and come straight on over to
I've been working that Saturday for 4 years. I'm going this time. No worries. You're going to get there. And what else am I forgetting about this, Derek?
I don't think anything. I think we covered everything. What do you think, Tiffany?
Yeah.
Well, it's a fifth year. We're going to continue with this. It's just been a great success, a great partnership. It's a easy conversation between Crisis Food Center and Midwest Member Credit Union. We've had no problems. It's just been great. And so we're just going to keep doing it.
That's really cool. And like I said, to me, I think that just showcases why this area is so special to begin with, because not very many communities have the opportunities or maybe even individuals willing to, put on those community support projects. And that's why I always like to take a moment and really reflect on that, because we have some invaluable assets here in the community in terms of just this alone that others would be dying to have. 100%. Derek, Tiffany, anything else I forgot about?
No.
There we go.
Good.
Well, we will see you on March the 30th. You'll see Midwest Members Credit Union team members with smiles on their faces ready to see you. You'll see Derek out there and folks from the Crisis Food Center. And is there anyone else that's going to be out there?
If you could send a photographer, that'd be great.
We'll get it done, and we'll be out there to get a picture. We'll take care of it. And seriously, thank you guys for what you do for the community, because this is a really cool initiative.
That's perfect. Thank you for having us.
No problem. We'll take a quick pause here. Our daily show rolls right around the corner after this in the heart of the 618.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway safe rubber tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Always a good thing. Welcome back to this Friday morning on RiverBender.com, right around 10:30. Nicholas Ringhausen, I forgot to ask your title of the Jersey County Fair Commission.
Yeah, my title is I got elected second VP of the Jersey County Fair Board this past coming year. I've been volunteering out there for ever since I was just knee high to a grasshopper since a little kid. Driving T-posts and do whatever I can to help the fair out.
Well, and it's kind of it's a pretty, to be recognized and be a part of the committee is a pretty big deal when, especially you've been working so hard throughout the years to make sure you're volunteering and helping out.
Yeah, it's definitely been something I've worked towards. We've had the conversations for the past few years, trying to get the younger generation to step up a little bit, and bring in new ideas to help, bring the fair new ideas, new money, and just keep passing it down to the younger generation. That's kind of the whole goal.
Yeah, well, you're right, because it seems like those events, man, that it seems like once they're, 10 years in, 20 years in, they get stale. Yeah. But not at the Jersey County Fair. There's always something brewing,
man, We always got something going on, always.
Well, Nicholas, too, Bunny Brew Hop is coming up, and this is a great fundraising opportunity for the fair, correct?
Yes, correct, yeah. So the Bunny Brew Hop, let's get more into that. What it is, we came up with this idea back in 2021, right before COVID hit, and it's an adult Easter egg hunt.
All the good ideas come right before COVID
sure
hit.
Do,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure
Every time on the show, it's always right before COVID.
Right before COVID. 2 weeks in 2021, 2 weeks before we're going to have this event, they started shutting everything down. We're like, are you kidding me? This has to be the worst timing in the world. But, here we are, 2024. We're, new beginnings, new year, new us, and we're going to try and bring this event back. So 21 and up only, and it's just going to be a gigantic fundraiser for funds for the fair to improve the grounds. We're looking at putting up a new barn here in the future, maybe improve electricity, even for future events coming down the pipe here in the next couple of years. Truck, tractor pulls, rodeo, all that kind of stuff. So.
Oh, whoa. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be in for that.
Yeah.
And so take me through some of the sights and sounds of the Bunny Brew Hop, man.
So first things first, gates are going to open up at 4 o'clock that evening, and we're going to have 4 food trucks lined up. First one's going to be, I'm going to butcher this name, but it's Los Toros Tacos.
You got it pretty close, man.
Yeah,
That's pretty impressive.
It's ran by Sheeter Brothers Meat Taco. Yeah, so great food truck. We got Bliss Bakery Food out of St. Louis. She was actually on season 7 MasterChef, believe it or not.
No way.
So she decided to make a food truck and just kind of travel around the St. Louis area. And yeah, she's coming down. She's super excited. She's gonna do smash burgers. We got Big Boys Q is gonna do some barbecue.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Oh, he does barbecue.
Ron's
down
awesome.
Here. Yeah, down here, Raging Cajun right next door. And then we got the last one, and it's slipping my mind here for a second, but barbecue, smash burgers, tacos, and then it's blown. I can't.
But what else could you? While you're looking at that, what else could you want?
I can go through my notes.
You know what
here.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got pretty much the gauntlet of great food coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, and look, going back through my notes here, it's Heater's truck from all the sports tab. Yeah, we got him coming down. But yeah, so besides
he no-showed the show the other day.
Did he really? Yeah.
I just had to throw that up.
We got them coming out. On top of that, so that's going to start around. Food trucks start about 4 o'clock, and then about 4:45 we got cornhole kicking off, and that's going to be presented by Jersey County Cornhole. They are the main cornhole organization through all of St. Louis County, but St. Louis County, this area, and everywhere.
It's wild how that's grown.
It really is.
You know what I'm saying? At first when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. But then now, every other day I'm seeing a new location, new spot, and it's really cool to have that a part of the fair as well.
Yeah, for sure. And they do a lot of the big events, even over in Dorchester, which is a small town, but, you have 50, 60 different, teams come out and play cornhole. We're like, well, heck yeah, if we can provide a good time, food, cornhole, and then on top of that, we're going to have giant beer pong out of trash cans. yeah, I got to go to Farm and Home and pick up the trash cans.
How much do those suckers cost anymore?
I don't know yet.
Does anyone want to be a trash can sponsor?
Yeah, there we go. If we need them. Hey, we'll take them.
Well, I like that. I wanted to ask you more about the food trucks before we go on real quick. Is this a competition?
So we decided we might make it a competition, we might not. So in the very beginning, the idea was to make it a competition, to have 15 of them. But we want to make sure that the food trucks coming out have a, they make some money. So we don't want to have too many people and too many food trucks, or,
Well, you're right.
We're trying to balance
they
it out
really do look forward to those events.
They really do.
To provide bottom line to them.
Right.
Yeah. Man, that's a great idea. And now the egg hunt. Is this adult themed?
This is going to be adult themed egg hunt. So we got scratch offs are going to be in there. There'll probably be some cash prizes.
Any shooters?
Yeah, they're definitely hooks and shooters. Yeah, I'm looking at going to pick those up this next coming week. I think I'm gonna go up to Sully's Packaged Liquor in Jerseyville and give them some business and keep it local. And unless anybody's wanting to donate, hey, we'll take some, right?
There you go. Hey, some crazier things have happened on this show.
Yeah.
I tell you what. And if you want to be a part of it, you are accepting sponsorships and donations.
Yeah,
correct?
definitely. Yeah. We'll accept sponsors. We're doing $50 sponsors. We'll get you a yard sign to put out there during the event, and that's it. We're just really looking for anything to help our fair back. And if you give us money, we're definitely going to try and give you some recognition in return.
Well, and people will see your sign. I mean, there ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt about that.
I just looked here before we started the show too, and we have 861 people that have responded to our event on Facebook. So so we definitely got a pretty large group coming out to the event.
And I wanted to ask you about that because large numbers, no one realizes, they think, they have a big event, but it might only be, 50 or 100 people depending on the room size. When you have something that big, is it, working with law enforcement to, a little bit, or do they just kind of monitor? I'm always curious about that.
We did contact Jerseyville PD. They're going to maybe have an officer or two monitoring out there, but yeah, we don't expect too much of a big rowdy crowd. Jerseyville is pretty calm, especially when it comes to these type of events at the fairgrounds.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we do have them monitoring, and but they always work with us, and they've been great working with us for years.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because it seems like every time the people there are just there to enjoy. It's never any problems, but it's just interesting because when you see 800 people in one spot, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's definitely good to be a little busy at the fairgrounds that night, but it's no different than the fair throughout the every summer when we throw it on and we have 2,000, 3,000 people out there.
Is it really that large? Wow. Now, what's the cleanup time look like on that process?
During the fair, we do trash about 7 a.m. every morning. The lasts about 4 hours, and I don't know what cleanup's going to be like for this event, but I assume there's going to be a lot of beer cans.
I would only imagine so, and there's going to be a great reason for beer cans. Borderline's going to be rocking the night away and bringing some awesome music with them.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we were able to book them. We've worked with them in the past on a few events, and Borderline's really taken off.
Yeah,
the past year. Doing concerts down at Ballpark Village, even. Doing line dancing some nights. They've been great to work with. They're an amazing band. I love going to see them, and I'm really looking forward to having them come out to the event.
And before we talk more about the event, you hit on something really cool about supporting local, because in these type of things, supplies get costly, and putting all that stuff together adds up, and it's very easy to go to a Costco or whatever big wholesaler and get it on the discount. But I like the fact that you want to support local too in this and really make that Jersey County Fair about Jersey County.
Yeah, and Jersey County expands out to Madison, Macoupin, Green, but the whole point of the Jersey County Fair, we are a nonprofit. We do need funds to throw our fair every single year, but in the very end, it's all about giving back to our community and giving back to the kids, and that's all we're in it for.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I really do. And now I'm seeing raffles, and what that means is someone's winning some stuff.
Someone's winning some stuff, man.
What's
we
raffled?
We got some good prizes. Our two raffles we got, I think, is going to be a large 55-inch TV, smart TV, of course. I think we're going to raffle off a Keurig as well.
Man.
Yeah.
There you go. I got the TV covered. You can keep the Keurig, and we'll just move down the road here.
Yeah.
But it's real. So is that it?
No, well, that's going to be it for the raffle, but we also have some more prizes we're going to throw in. Let me read off this list here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We're going to throw in these prizes in the egg. So we're going to have a cooler, crock pot, a big pitch-up tent, not tent for camping, but tent you would see at like events or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. A blender, speaker, some wireless earbuds, a waffle maker, a toolbox, a 20-inch griddle, a folding camping table, some ratchet straps, a 130-piece tool set, and a car wash basket, and we're still adding a few more. There's some other there's some other local businesses throwing in some other raffle baskets as well, and I think it's really going to be a great thing to get not only get the names of all these sponsorships we have, because we have 40, 50 sponsors,
right?
But also give back to the people coming out to the event, because heck, if I'm spending some money to come out here, $10 for the event, I definitely want to win some good prizes, that's for sure.
No kidding, man. But that's what I think straight. So when it's a part of the Easter egg hunt.
Yes.
So you open the egg up, and it's going to have like the picture of the item, or like
we're
going to
have a coupon made up to wherever, if you win that big prize, whatever, you bring it up to the fair office, and that's what it'll be. But yeah, $10 into the event, and that's going to get you the egg hunt, it's going to get you the band, We'll have all these other, we'll have this giant beer pong. We're going to have, I got a giant Jenga set as well, so you can play Jenga, and maybe even a few other yard games. So yeah, it's just going to be a good time. And all, like I said, all funds go back to the Jersey County Fair.
And that's what it's really all about. It's because everyone wants to keep this thing running. I mean,
Definitely,
this is in the way the world's changing. You got to keep fundraising and keep, doing things to make sure it's possible, because you never know what tomorrow will bring anymore.
No, you really don't.
And so what I think is really cool, by the way, I had to ask this question just because I am smart ass.
Ask away.
You can't bring any taste or anything with you in case someone wins that, nice prize that's picking up that egg.
No.
I just had to ask, dude. I just had to ask. You can't. It's not cheating if you're trying. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. You got to try a little bit.
Unless you break the rules and commit a felony. That's a little bit different. So, how fun has it been putting this together? Because this is a fun event, and it's kind of enjoyable to put something like this together and be creative.
It's been a good time, and we got a really good crew on our fair board. Our board is made up of about 30 different volunteers on our board, but the whole fair in general, we're probably talking 80 to 100 different volunteers.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, man. The whole fair is completely volunteer only. We don't pay anybody, but we have people that'll start out there during fair week at 7 a.m. in the morning, and they'll work out there till midnight that night and do that 7-8 days a week. And it's all volunteer. That's all the fair is.
You got to teach me your secrets if you're doing that, because I'm falling over at 2:45 when we're taping this for Friday's show.
It's a lot of Mountain Dew.
There you go.
A lot of Mountain Dew. That's pretty much it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Getting back to this event, this is coming up this April the 6th, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Jersey County Fairgrounds. Now, tickets are only $10. You made this affordable for folks, and obviously you're going to have to pay for the food trucks to go and support them. But you said it covers the cornhole tournament?
Cornhole tournament will be a little bit more. I think,
okay.
Let me pull up that. I think we had that posted on our Facebook page. But we were going to do 2-man teams. Cornhole is going to, like I said, must register for that by 4:30 at the office. We're going to start that about 4:45. You're guaranteed 3 games. And it's going to be about $30 a team. But $30 is going to get you into the event as well. We're not going to charge you an extra $10.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So $30 per cornhole team, and that'll get you into the event. And there's no reason for you to pay an extra little bit.
That's really cool, man. And just getting back to this, I just think it's really fun when you pull out all the stops, because it makes it more enjoyable to talk about and go do. If you don't, if you cut a corner, then you kind of know you cut the corner. Yeah. But not here. So at 4:30 p.m., the food trucks open for the public. The fair gates open at 4 p.m.,
yes.
Correct?
Yep, correct.
At 4:45, cornhole tournament starts. 5:30 p.m., that's when you are egging around for that adult egg hunt. And then at 6 p.m., you got Borderline presented by Side and Stricker Nobody's Partners, which is always wonderful to highlight.
Oh, man, they've been a great sponsor, and they've been a huge sponsor for the fair for years. And, we were going out and asking for sponsors for bands, and they said, hey, we'll give you some money if you make us a sole sponsor. I said, you're sold, man. You
got it.
Like I said, and it was no question. It was no conversation at all. I can't express enough the amount of thanks we have for them.
Right.
They've been like I said, a huge sponsor for many, many years, and it's very, very grateful for them in our community. That's for sure.
Well, and as the clock's kind of winding down towards this event, it's crazy to think we're almost out of March. I mean, it really just is wild to me. What's the day-to-day looking like now in terms of organization? Is just picking up loose ends, because it seems like you guys are well-oiled. I mean,
it's picking up loose ends. Our fair is coming around here in mid-July. It'll be the week after the 4th of July, and we have the fair in July, but in August we start planning for the next year. And it just plans throughout the whole 365. It's just nonstop.
Well, and that's what I talked with somebody about this last year. I think I talked with Michael about this last year, and that amazes me. I mean, this is a for real year-long project.
Definitely.
Did you guys have like a party afterwards to kind of celebrate? We got through this?
We kind of do. So every year in January, we have a state convention. So that's where all of your local county queens, they'll go up there and they'll compete to be, the state queen. And then you'll also have your talent competitions from every county. They'll go up and compete. But at that state convention, we definitely cut back, have a few drinks, and we tend to relax a little bit and say, hey, it's finally over. This year's finally over, and let's start preparing for the next one.
Absolutely. So do we have the official dates for the fair this year?
Oh, we should. I think we posted on our website.
Oh, right
already.
here. I'm here on it. Don't let me stop you here.
No, you're good.
I get paid to do this for a living here. So it's the week after the Jersey County Fair, or 4th of July. So I'm looking at... Is it the July 6th, that Saturday?
You know what? Let me.
Because I am looking at the fair kickoff party.
Here. Yeah, so July 7th, our fair kickoff party, July 6th, yeah, then July 7th will be our Christian music night. July 8th will be the auction for our 4-H kids. July 9th is our parade. That's when the carnival will open as well. July 10th is going to be our pageant night. The 11th will be our rodeo. Friday and Saturday night, and the 12th and 13th we'll have some truck and tractor pulls, and then 14th is our demo derby, which is always a big crowd pleaser.
Absolutely. Well, all I can tell you is this. We're gearing up for the Jersey County Fair, but you got one more stop to make before you do. And while I have you, I just got to talk to you a little bit more about this. So when you were picking out, raffle items and all the different egg items, how did that go through committee? Was it just kind of like thrown out there and you guys were like, I don't know, why don't we throw, a Keurig out there? And...
honestly, what it was me and my girlfriend, we were scrolling through Walmart one day and we were just kind of bored and like, let's just start walking up and down the aisle. So we just walked up, like, hey, well, that looks like a good prize. That looks like a good prize. And we just started picking pieces and stuff together. And then, some other prizes came in from sponsors. And then, it just kind of just built itself.
That's awesome, man. This is a great event. If you're just tuning in on this Friday morning, the Bunny Brew Hop is set in stone for April the 6th, and this is going to be a great night for the over 21s in your life.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
No one under 18, correct?
No one under 18. We will be checking IDs at the front gate, and this may change in future years, but this year we really wanted to be safe and make sure that we're following all law enforcement rules and following county rules. So we're just doing strictly 21 and up.
Right, and then once again, this is to raise money for the Jersey County Fair. And just once again, what does this go towards?
This is just going to go, all proceeds go straight back to the fair. So maybe a new barn, new electricity to the fairgrounds, other future events, new bathrooms, just anything that the fairgrounds needs to help improve our grounds for the people during Fair Week, and that's all it's going.
Do you have
towards.
some pretty good partners with that, with fairground restoration work and fairground improvement?
We do. We usually stick local. We got a guy we call Buck. He comes out and does a lot of our,
I've never met Buck. I've never met Buck Nicholas, but I can tell you this: just hearing, I bet you he can get it done.
He can get it done. We're with a lot of local folks, and there's a lot of people on our board. It's really just putting on their boots, putting on their jeans, and we just get out there and get it done ourselves.
That's what I was wondering, because that's what it really seems like. This is a complete heart and soul group. Yeah. It's everything's getting poured back into this fair. Mm-hmm. You've done this for so long with the fair. What's your favorite component of it? Is it the week of events? When it finally gets here, is it the preparation? Is it networking for you? What does it for you?
Honestly, what does it for me is when the kids are showing all their animals during Fair Week, and they get that big fancy ribbon saying that they won, and they get that big smile on their face. That's what does it for me.
Absolutely.
Not everything else is just a plus, but seeing the kids smile and have a good time, and all their hard work paying off, that's where it counts.
100%, man. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine. And as we're wrapping up this, we've already been talking for 20 minutes. Isn't that wild?
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, I tell people that all the time.
It doesn't feel like it, man.
I was given a bad nickname before on this show about, you kind of close your eyes and you wake up and, so the interview's over. I just, we talk and all of a sudden 20 minutes fly by and we talked all things about the Bunny Brew Hop. What did we forget?
I don't know if we forgot anything. We picked up the egg hunt. We picked up the raffle items of the TV and Keurig. We picked up all the other the prizes you can win in eggs, like a griddle, a tent, a foldable table.
They're great items
coolers,
too. Yeah. It's not junk. It's not.
No. Even in the eggs, we're gonna have shooters. I might even go pick up a 24-pack or some tall boys you can win as well.
There you go.
And then we got all the food trucks of heaters.
Are we limited to eggs we can catch? Or win,
I'll be honest, we haven't quite figured out the rules yet. I'm going to be putting a post out on the Jersey County Fair Facebook page, and it'll be underneath our event, the Bunny Brew Hop. We'll be putting out a post explaining all these rules a little bit more in depth, so we can kind of, you kind of have an idea. But as of right now, it looks like we're just going to be a free-for-all and just, best of luck. And we're going to try and have as many eggs out there, so at least everybody gets a chance to get something.
May your odds be in your favor. Man, Nick, am I forgetting anything right now?
I don't think so, man. I really think we kind of covered it all. Oh, Jersey County Cornhole. Can't forget about that.
Oh, yes. Big shout out.
Big shout out to them. Big shout out to Sinus Stricker Nobi. And then all of our other sponsors. Julie's Graphics, she's a really big sponsor for us as well. And then I could go on and on for all the sponsors.
I just love Jerseyville, man. I just think, and Jersey County in general, it's a real community up there supporting and really putting on some cool stuff for everybody to enjoy. And what's the best way for folks to reach out if they want to donate, be a part of this? What's the best way to do so?
Message the Jersey County Fair Facebook page, and then that would be your best bet. Reach out to them. We'll get somebody in touch with you, and it'll probably be me contacting you at some point, and then we'll just let you know the details, and we'll go from there.
There you go. We also will have the Miss Jersey County is coming on the show here very briefly.
Yeah, was it next week or something like that?
Gosh, it is coming by quick. Man. This primary just really threw me over. Election day just took me out. I just closed my eyes and woke up in April's here. With that being said, man, if you need anything from me, come back on and we'll talk about it all the way up until we're time for the fair, because I want to promote the hell out of this. I love the Jersey County Fair, and you guys do great work.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. I really do, and I appreciate you taking the time to have this interview today. And like I said, you guys have always worked great with us and all the interviews we've ever had with you over the years. And you just continue to work great with us. So I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. We're glad to do it, seriously.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you hopping around and maybe drinking a few brews at the Bunny Brew Hop fundraiser on April the 6th at the Jersey County Fairgrounds. Those gates open at 4 p.m. and I'll see you there because I am winning that darn television.
Hey, I hope you do, man. I hope you do.
With that being said, we'll take a quick pause here and we'll wrap up the week that was right after this on RiverBender.com.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
On a jet plane, I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around.
10:57, welcome back. Wrapping up this week that was. In a programming note, we will be talking with Casey Gray and another individual from the Salvation Army live at 9 a.m. There's not going to be news because this is a very important issue to so many of you, and I wanted to get some more insights after the meeting and want to thank them for giving us some time. We're going to tape it this afternoon. It will run on Monday. Just a brief programming note for you. Man, I am out of breath today. We'll take you to Alton for one final bit of information. The Association of American Medical Colleges says the United States does not have nearly enough mental health professionals to treat everyone who is suffering. The reality is playing out in hospitals and emergency departments across the country, including at the 16 hospitals Peoria, Illinois. OSF Healthcare operates in Illinois
in Michigan. Driven by the mission to serve the greatest care and love means the most vulnerable must receive timely care provided with dignity. With that in mind, OSF has partnered with a leading telemedicine behavioral health provider, Amwell, to provide 24/7, 365 days a year psychiatric consult support to emergency departments at 9 hospitals as part of a pilot to provide mental health assessments more quickly and to help speed up the treatment time for those in crisis. Samuel Sears, a MD and psychiatrist and director of behavioral health physician services at OSF, says hiring psychiatrist is nearly impossible with the nationwide shortage. So the behavioral health team looked at third-party providers for this telepsychiatric service and landed on Amwell because of its reputation and its success in helping much larger, well-known health systems. Wanted to bring you an update on that, as that is very important. And they wanted to point out, too, 2 hospitals in their what they consider rural locations in Alton and Escanaba, Michigan. That will be a pilot as well, because there is no psychiatric on site, but the growing demand from patients showing up at the emergency department has led to that. So that's great news for OSF St. Anthony's as we send you into the weekend. 10:59, you have a great Friday. I'll see you here on Monday with a really great show, and I'm looking forward to it. So on that note, have a great one. Be safe this weekend. And as always, try your best just to stay out of jail.
He said he would.